Versus the Chosen One is based on an old animation from Newgrounds. Animator vs. Animation is a well-known and well-respected series of animations, and even to this day, the older ones are viewed highly. With this mod embracing the series, it looks to tell the full story of the Chosen One, which it will eventually get to. Today, I will be breaking down the demo, discussing its main elements and seeing how well it performed. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. The art captures Alan Becker's style quite well. The looks of these stick figures are spot on to how they appear in the original animations. The Chosen One is first presented as a calm figure that chooses to play Boyfriend's game. After losing the rap battle, something changes with TCO, prompting him to get violent towards Boyfriend. He sets the timeline ablaze, startling the other stick figures. He also seems to be the cause of the strum lines moving and the computer temporarily displaying a blue screen. With a failed attempt to stop Boyfriend, the Dark Lord decides to take a shot at it. He is shown as confident and intimidating, but Boyfriend does not seem to care. In addition to the fire, TDL lights up 3 websites. He also makes the computer feel more broken with static on the blue screen. The background is filled with iconic characters from Newgrounds, Flash, and elsewhere. Then there is Alan, who is nothing more than a computer mouse. Alan Becker, the animator, interacts with his animations using the mouse. That is his avatar in the computer. The last thing would be the appearance of B3 Boyfriend and Girlfriend for a cover song. Girlfriend changed in a later version, but it honestly does not make a difference. The art is quite stunning and faithful to Becker's style. The soundtrack does a great job at supporting the newly created situation. The menu theme gives the original Gettin' Freaky a country-esque old-school feel, mainly accomplished through the prominent use of a banjo. Adobe also has an old-school feel, with its beat being reminiscent of older computer software. Victim gives the impression of enraging a passive character. TCO was being peaceful, but you made him change, so now he is not holding back. This is most apparent through the drastic change in his voice. End Process has more of an unnerving feel with its darker tone. TDL is treated as an intelligent boss character, and his synthwave voice plays to this. Alan has more of a sophisticated vibe, playing to Becker's position as the creator. Since he is a mouse cursor, his voice consists of mouse clicks. I mean, what else would you expect? Diva's techno feel and higher tension work well for a concert, but for TCO, the best substitute was the Raging Fire. It is quite rare to find a cover that arguably has more well-suited vocals than the original. That being said, I have a suspicion that these vocals were created through MIDI slapping. The start of the vocals do not share the same pattern. The composer likely found a MIDI, took the sound fonts for the voices of TCO and Boyfriend, and let their software generate the pattern for them. This would be the lazy way to make a cover, and it is usually the reason for differences between the cover and the original. The pause music is very laid back and soothing, serving as a nice break from the tense gameplay. The 1.3 update stated that a new Game Over theme had been included, but between 1.2 and 1.4, this does not hold true. The only difference with the Game Over is the sound that plays before the music starts. The soundtrack does a lot to contribute to the storytelling. The gameplay keeps things simple. Every chart has a great flow to them, despite the old school charting, and note spam is fairly controlled. Alan is pushing it in both regards, but I have other things to say. The mechanics are the stereotypical ones, hurt notes and health drain. Both Victim and End Process feature the default Psych Engine hurt notes, but at least they are fair in their placement. Victim's health drain is a consistent value over time, while End Process has TDL take health with every note he sings. Neither can kill, but their strength will put the pressure on you. Depending on your skill level, not only are there lower difficulties, but also a higher one, which adds jumps and more hurt notes. End Process actually spells TDL using hurt notes, which is a great aesthetic. There is a steady curve between hard and insane, even between the songs, but there is a small problem. Victim, End Process, and Diva all feature instances of notes that do not align with any vocal or sound. I bashed the fuck difficulty of Accelerant for this, so I will be quick. The idea of a rhythm game is built on the premise of aligning actions with audio. It is bad to go against that. While that was small, the amount of charting errors is far larger. Adobe shocked me with the one it had. This song is by the books. Why is this outside of that? The rest feature numerous instances of missing or excess notes. Alan makes it worse by having some of Becker's verses being incomplete for Boyfriend. Diva is the worst, but it uses the same chart as the original song. The insane difficulty is somehow even worse, and then it goes further. The 1.4 update stated that Diva's chart had been fixed. This is a lie. The chart is unchanged. In spite of all that, the charts are still fun to play. For the little writing that it has, it does set the mood. Boyfriend crashes onto a blank canvas in Adobe Flash, where he meets TCO. There is no story, just a sequence of events. The songs symbolically represent the original animations. The Tamer stick figure is the first opponent, TCO's outburst is the second, and TDL's introduction is the third. The poses for TCO and TDL reference their abilities shown in these animations. Their actions are beautiful, but their dialogue is a red flag. The stick figures never speak, communicating solely through actions. Giving them dialogue destroys one of the biggest strengths of the original animations. It is made even worse by how Boyfriend has comprehensible dialogue. Actions speak louder than words, and this is the writing's greatest strength. That is all that I have to discuss. Here's a recap of my scores for the mod. Versus The Chosen One utilizes the source material and creative liberties to create a new experience. For all the crap I can give it about charting errors, because I still will, at the end of the day, it is enjoyable and the presentation is charming. Feel free to share your thoughts on the mod in the comments below. Until next time.